Welcome back. For those of you who are new to the channel, we are Mark, Lisa and Chico the Chihuahua. We decided to leave our everyday life by selling our home and live full time in our motorhome to travel the world and make new adventures. After spending weeks exploring the beautiful country of Portugal, travelling the shimmering coastline, immersed in the natural beauty of the rich history and vibrant culture, it was time to leave. But due to Mark's unfortunate accident, we decided to stay a little longer. Good morning. Right, well, you last saw us in Lidl car park 2 days ago. We were getting ready to drive off that night. We didn't get anywhere. As you saw, Mark had just come back from the petrol station and told me he'd just come off his scooter. What we think he's done is he's cracked a rib. He's been in a lot of pain. He put the scooters up on the bus that night, and then he just laid down on the bed and we didn't move. So yeah, and then we managed to travel yesterday from Faro to Tavira, just about 20 miles. We've had to pull in. We've got a lovely campsite.
I'm stopping here for a couple of days.
We're gonna have to stop here for a few days because he's in pain. What did I say? Take care on that scooter at night time. Let's have a look at your arm. So he scraped his arm, he came off and went into a wall.
That's healing up a bit, isn't it now? It's swollen now.
But it's the ribs, they're turning over in bed, they're getting up.
When I breathe in, it hurts, it's painful, or moving and everything, so.
I don't know he's still here, I really don't.
I was chasing a plane what was landing actually on that dark street when I was on my scooter and a plane coming, so I thought I'd try and keep at the side of it, because they're that low, aren't they? And there's like a ditch at the side of the road, and like, you know when you get fence posts with concrete sections in between, that at the side of the ditch so stay me from going any further. But I'm looking at this plane, looked again, I'm heading straight for this ditch, like a drain ditch, and I hit this wall. I'm probably doing 10 miles an hour on my scooter.
Good job you had your helmet on.
You know, just all that brunt of it on there.
It looks like a tattoo, that, doesn't it?
It's healed up that a bit, but it's swollen. But all that's like pushed my arm in, because I'm on scooter like that, it's pushed my arm in right into me there, right under me thing there. And
I think we've still got mosquitoes because we're getting bit to death again. I've got more bites.
I've got one on the elbow.
Look at me. I look like a dot to dot.
Oh, it's not there.
They're everywhere.
So we're going to see what we get out today, aren't we? It's been roasting, hasn't it?
Oh my god. I know we've been going about how hot it is, and we told you the other day we had a weather warning, so that's why we left Faro, because it said try and get away from Faro, so we wanted to. God, it's hit now. Even the breeze that you get, it hits you like a hot fan.
It's a good job we bought this aircon machine.
We've been sat on this all night.
I mean, it's warm. It gets warmer during the day, but at night you can put duvet over you, can't you? It's nice.
Yeah.
We have been running it on the Blue Yeti power bank, but that just needs charging up now.
Yeah, we've flattened that now. But now that we're on a campsite,
be on the main cable, aren't we?
Yeah, we can get everything charged up. So we're going to try and go down the road. We're not going to go far, see how you get on. If he's in too much pain, we're going to come back. There's a brand new complex just down the road that we passed yesterday, so we're going to go and try and have a look at that.
Are you going to tell them about the woman next door?
No. And there is a church as well here, Santa Maria Church, and apparently there's 7 knights buried underneath it that got murdered in the town, so that'd be interesting to go and have a look at.
Make sure you put in the comments below you want to know what happened with the woman next door.
No, you don't. So where are we?
Tavira still.
And we've come to have a look at the town because we've not looked at anything yet, so everyone's out eating. We might be able to find somewhere nice to eat, so let's go and have a look at the town that we're in. Again, it's all little streets like this, but how pretty is that?
It's warm still, isn't it?
It's really warm.
It's about 28 degrees at the minute, isn't
it? It is. So let's go and have a look round and see what we can find. So we just found an Indian. I don't think I'm in the mood for an Indian, I'm sweating. But it's not right cheap. £9.50 for a curry. Then you've got to have rice, and then you've got to have...
You've got to buy it all
separately.
Garlic naan bread, haven't you?
It's like city prices, isn't it, really? We're only in like a little village.
Aren't you, and all that.
This is the first time we've seen anyone walking around, so I thought it might have been a bit cheaper. Cocktails, €7.
You think they would because it's near Spain? People go to Spain for some food, won't they? It'd be cheaper.
Yeah. Just coming out, and we've just found some little shops and things walking down here with some really, really pretty buildings again. There's a lot of these narrow streets, isn't there?
Yeah.
And shops.
Untouched, isn't it? Untouched Portugal.
Untouched Portugal, is that what you're calling it? Rustic, I think is the word. So we've just walked out to the alley, and I've just said to Mark, does it not remind you of India, this bit? Look at that.
Not that we've been.
Not that I've ever been, but I don't know, it's got the Indian vibe. Straight onto the water.
Look at the water here.
Try and get up here. There's a railing, guys, so I think Mark's allowed up here. Oh, he's struggling.
Yeah.
What a pretty setting. I think that's the old bit of the town, Mark, up there.
How is it?
I'm not sure what they're a lot of stalls over there.
Oh yeah, maybe food market.
Food market.
There's a fish down there, haven't they?
There's a stage there as well. Let's have a look round here first, then we'll go over there.
I'll go and find some food. I think I've given up with Chinese here, haven't I? In this town, everything's Chinese but sushi.
Chinese stroke sushi, and he doesn't do sushi.
No.
I don't either, actually. First something nice and warm.
I fancy something different. I've had a lot of Chinese, haven't I? Thanks for all your gifts of Chineses.
You might have cured him. He's had that much, he's getting a bit fed up with him. It won't last long. I think it's because he's warm and he's not too well.
Yeah.
So.
And my arm's still sore. Look.
How's your arm healing? Ooh, look at that.
So every time sun shines, it kills.
So that's all the time then.
And I've got a dodgy leg again, haven't I?
Dodgy leg?
Look, another insect bite is all
yeah,
bright
insects
red,
are getting you as much as they're getting me. Look, come on. That's Spotty Muldoon.
I need some ointment on it.
You need summit. All the shops seem to be tucked away in like buildings that don't look like they're used, don't they?
I know.
Very strange. You come across a building like this and then you see a really pretty shop inside. It's like looking in someone's house, Mark. I feel like I'm intruding.
I'm going to go and get a cold drink. Do you want one, Lisa?
I'm alright at the minute. I don't know whether you can see in there, but look at that. It's like a cellar. Shop made out of some kind of old cellar.
A bit cooler in there than out here.
It probably is.
Oh, and just so you know as well, CHICCO, he ran off the other day, didn't he? We can't find him, so...
He's lying.
No, he's in van, isn't he? Nice and chilling out.
Yeah, he's loving the air conditioning.
Yeah, well, we just got it on low, haven't we? So he's about 24 degrees in there. It's fine, isn't it? So,
yeah. We've got the cameras on so we can keep chatting to him as well.
Yeah. Well, he's happy in there, and he's still warm even now.
Yeah, it's not unfair to fetch him out in
this. As it goes dark, it does cool off here quite quick, doesn't it? It goes from about nearly 32 degrees to about 22, 23 in about an hour.
Looks like it's a local market square or centre where everyone comes to eat.
Not Punjabi food, Lisa.
I wonder if that's the church that I'm thinking it is.
What, with the big bell?
No, with the 7 knights that are buried underneath it. Let's go and find out.
Look at this building, look here, it looks almost real. And it isn't, it's a sheet, isn't it?
It's a sheet because it's blowing, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks real probably on camera.
I'll tell you what, if they did that with a few of the buildings in this town, it'd look mint. That's all you have to do.
But not just here, in general in Portugal, it?
Yeah.
Covered over with tarpaulins.
So we've come over to where we saw the tents to have a quick nosy and see what's going on in these little stalls.
And it looks like books again. It's the thing with Portugal.
I don't think it'll all be books. I think this is the main place. You know, I think we've been over the water where we were, just on a few little streets.
Yeah.
Was the beginning of it, so...
I've just found out it's a city, isn't it, Tavira?
It is a city. And it's got, apparently, 37 churches. Can you believe it? All these stalls are books. That's right.
I ain't got a clue what the Portuguese love affair with books is. I really do not know.
Everywhere we've gone, there's been books being sold late at night, isn't there?
Mad looking at them. It might just be that that's what they do, innit? Read books when it's warm.
I thought that's what Kindles were for. Look at this. It's just bookstall after bookstall, isn't it? All the way as far as the eye can see. And they're all in Portuguese as well?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. I think they're foreign, yeah.
Who can remember the programme Metal Mickey? Look at this and tell me you don't think of Metal Mickey when you see it. Yeah?
So it's a paella pan, isn't it?
I don't know where it is. Metal Mickey. And we're just looking at that menu there, weren't we? I saw chicken kebab. What did you say?
Squid kebab with shrimps.
No. It looks like we found some kind of indoor market. 1887. Oh, it's not think there's anything on though, Mark.
No, it's probably outside, isn't it?
Ah, yeah, it's probably too warm. You can have it outdoor. If you can have it outdoor, have it outdoor.
You can't hear because it don't rain, does it, very often?
It don't rain very often at all. Yes, it's some kind of indoor market, isn't it?
It's old, isn't it?
Very well, 1887, I've just said. Shiny tiles everywhere.
Cobbles. We were just saying about some in Portugal up in 2 words, and my 2 words would have been dusty and cobbles, wouldn't it?
Mine would have been seafood and expensive.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Not always expensive, but everyone will have their own opinions. Some people who's watching this right now who's been to Portugal have said it's not, but you know, it just depends, doesn't it?
I have had people, subscribers, telling me that when they came, they thought it were expensive as well. Well, if you do Spain and then you do Portugal, you are going to feel the difference.
We tend to judge it off the price of fuel, and it's about 20 cents per litre more here.
Yeah.
Sort of roughly than back over in Spain. Well, the hope so. We're good for getting back home.
Oh, and we've just come out to a fun fair. Look at that square over there. Some kind of boat over there, Mark. Everyone's getting off.
Yeah, it's a floater.
God, it's fetching loads of people off. It's a what?
Floater.
I don't think you call them that. So it must be a place to come because they're all coming off this ferry. Or what did you call it?
Floating boat, isn't it? Like a floater.
Floater.
I don't know, we probably came out earlier on, didn't they, on the day trip and got like where you go for
No, these are all locals, Mark.
Like a
now
river
it's got
cruise.
cooler.
It's like a river cruise where they have grilled scuttlefish for the dinner. So,
Where do you get these names from? I really don't know.
We're just staying behind as well. We've had no cloud while we've been here, but as you can see, this cloud, or what looks like cloud, it looks like smoke to me.
It's not cloud, it's smoke, because there is fires, not quite close by, but inland, they are having some fires.
Well, inland's been nearly 40 degrees here
Can
today.
you see that there? That's smoke. So, might be, if the wind's coming that way, it might be where we're getting this bloody heat from.
Yeah, probably. Right, let's go and see if we can find Chinese.
There ain't no one here.
We're just having a discussion about the price of menus, wasn't it? And we've sort of put it into perspective because we've been out here for how many weeks now? Over
5.
a month, haven't we? Something like that. And it's not like an holiday to us, like the same. I know it might sound a bit daft, but it's not like it's a quick rush, get on holiday for 2 weeks and back to work, because it isn't for us, is it?
No, we're forgetting everyone's on the 6 weeks holidays, and this is the...
us making these videos for you is us actually working, so...
Yeah.
Anyway, we were saying about the cost of these meals, and if it's like a fortnight's holiday, what most of these people sat down eating, we're saying they must have loads of money and stuff, but in actual fact, if it is their 2-week holiday, they save up all year for it, don't they?
Yeah,
So
when we used to go away for 2 weeks, you think bugger the cost, we'll spend what we can spend, and plus I do think they increase it a bit at this time of year.
Of course they do,
There's no way they're charging these prices during winter when there's no one here.
So it makes sense when it's 14, 15 euros a dish, we're saying it's expensive. It is, but we've done it in the past when we used to go away on holiday. We spend £1,000 in a fortnight, wouldn't we, on food? Or 1,000, whatever it were back then.
Certainly not £1,000 on Chinese. So we're still on the search for the Church of Santa Maria. We've just seen a sign there, it's up this side street. But it's getting warmer and warmer as we get higher and higher, isn't it?
It's coming off the buildings, isn't it, on both sides here. So.
As you can see, the buildings behind us are on a very, very narrow street.
Up here there's a cat laid stretched out.
A what?
Cat.
Oh yeah.
Bigger than Chico.
Yeah, it's a good job we haven't got Chico with us, because I think he'd be scared of that one. I have found it, the Church of St. Maria. What a climb that was, but look at the spectacular views we've got. So worth the climb. lit up in all its glory. Again, this church was damaged in the 1755 earthquake as well, and it has been restored over the centuries, they've said. So you can see old mixed with new. I'm just thinking, on a Sunday morning, this place must be deafening with bells if all the churches ring at the same time, because they're all on top of each other. So we've given up trying to find churches and Chineses. We've ended up in
Indian. And ordered some starters, haven't we?
Yeah, we've just got a few starters because Mark's not feeling too bright, are you? Still feeling the effects of the accident, and it's just too warm for you to eat, isn't it? For you. We've only just got out. Now that took some time. It took 30 minutes from our sangria to get to the table. They fetched Mark's beer, and we only ordered 2 starters.
They bought starters before your sangria. A bit like Wetherspoons sometimes, huh?
And they call themselves a typical Indian restaurant. Typical. It's not, because back home they're on you. As soon as you've drank your beer, they're on you. And we've had to sit there and wait. That's took about an hour. Shame, innit? Food nice, service is not very good. So yeah, food was very nice, but service was pants. So we've just walked down to the stage that we came to earlier on, and it's in full bloom now. What time is it?
10:20.
And it's all kicking off. We're at the back of the stage by the looks of it, but it's evening here now. Look at this. I'll name that tune in 7.
No clue what it is.
It's nice though. Bit random, but we've come to the shopping mall, which is literally 5 minutes from where our van is. And it's a beaut because it's lovely and cool.
It's 9:30, isn't it?
9:30, and people are just starting to come out now, like we have as well.
It's cooler in here, isn't it? It's been warm again today, hasn't it?
It's really, really nice. Now there's a shop.
We've had a work day, haven't we, today? I've been editing all day.
I've been gutting the van, and we've been staying cool with the air conditioning. But there is a shop in here that we found the other day, and we wanted to take you to it. Is it? Oh, it's up here, Mark. Yeah, there's a few things we've seen that we want to get from here as we are leaving Portugal tomorrow.
Exactly, tomorrow we're out of here, aren't we?
It's our last evening in Portugal.
Yep.
We are literally an hour away from the Spanish border.
Not even that, probably. So, but we're going to drive, and we've got to get some miles under, because time is ticking away. But because we're finishing here in Portugal doesn't mean that's the end of our European trip.
No.
It continues, doesn't it?
We've got some belting places coming up.
We've probably saved the best to last, haven't we? For last.
Yes.
We've probably saved the best for last in the way that we're stopping at some of the major tourist destinations.
Don't give it away, Mark.
In Outer Mongolia.
Now this is a shop I want to show you. If you've ever been to, is it Poundland?
Yeah, that's where I get all my some of my clothes from. Anyway.
Yeah, okay. They've got their own shop here. Now you normally get clothes from Poundland, from Pep & Co.
But we're not pound clothes, are they?
No,
like
they're not.
$5.99.
No, nothing's a pound in here, but things are very close to a pound. And things are very English. So there's a few things we spotted in here the other day. PG tips, Tafu, Colgate toothpaste.
Tampax.
So here's an example for you. McVitie's, digestives, Lotus, proper Jaffa cakes, Oreos that you get in every country.
I know, but a lot of it's English writing on it and everything.
It is, yeah.
Makes a change, actually.
But the prices, they've not put the prices up tremendously, which I'm really shocked about.
Yeah, apart from
there you go, ketchup, £5, but you can get a £2 bottle. Here we are.
PG tips.
PG tips and 1 cup. Yorkshire tea, Mark, what did you do? Yorkshire tea.
Last time we saw the shop selling Yorkshire tea was that one in Benidorm.
And it was well expensive. I don't know how much this is actually though. I'll get some more. I did say there's a chap next to us and he's gagging for a good old brew. They're from Ireland. But all you can get over here is Lipton tea. So I've said to him, I do have some Yorkshire tea bags in the van. So if I get some of them, I'll just give him a few of those as well, bless him.
£1 a tea bag.
What are you doing?
Fantasy, look, candy fantasy.
What's it smell like?
Like sweets.
So smell. Oh Jesus Christ, that's sweet.
And then there's
oh, look at them.
it's only €2 for a big bottle.
€2.
We might have to decant it into a small one. I might get that one actually.
No, that's sickly, Mark. That's nicer. Definitely.
Candy.
Yeah, the candy. I was checking the shower gel earlier on. We were actually getting low.
So we'll get the candy on.
I think we're having about 2 or 3 showers a day. Get the candy on. What's that?
Tips.
Tips? Top tips?
I'm going to give you some tips on how to do washing properly.
You're a cheeky sod. What are you doing? I thought you were going to drink it then. What's that for?
Come on, look.
Oh, right. What's this?
Vending machine is
For what?
flowers.
How do you know what to do? What are you doing? It makes candy floss, seriously. Well, at least it's not a hamburger or an egg burger. Oh, something's happening. It looks like a spider's web. Oh, it's making shapes. Oh, look at that. It's made of flour. Oh, how's it doing that? Oh, look at that for a candy floss. Is that it? We're ready.
Well, we're €3, isn't it?
Oh, ta-da! What do you do? Is that it? Did you get it? Oh, he's cut the stick. Watch, you don't bash him, Mark. Oh my God, look at that.
Never seen anything like that.
No, never seen anything like that ever. Have you ever seen candy floss like that?
Get it back home in the fun fairs and things. Back home, it's normally in a bag, isn't it?
How are we going to get that back to England?
In my belly.
It's nice. It's gone.
To be fair, weren't much to it, was there?
It literally just melted on your mouth and you couldn't even taste anything. Yeah.
Nothing there. Weird, isn't it?